Welcome back to the studio. I'm joined by my dad across from me and John on the couch. I'm Hudson, that's Todd. Anyway, this is our numbers video. And if you've been following along, this is where we give our numbers for the VO Marketing Pro Group with John. That's direct email marketing. And then Dad and my own direct email marketing efforts and platforms. All of our earnings and stuff like that in VoiceOver. So, like we always do, we will start with Johnny on the couch, and we will hear how VOMP's week went.
All right. So we had 56 warm responses and 9 auditions, and I couldn't remember how many you had, so I did 6 jobs from our group, not including you. So did you say 3?
Not including me?
Mm-hmm.
Correct.
3. So we got a total of 9. 3 for Hudson, 1 for Lauren Gobus, Kimberly Young with a recurring job, Bob Shaw, Mike Stout, Tyler Boss, and Noel Romano with a recurring job.
Wow,
so
congratulations.
Yeah.
Guys.
Spread out there. Nice. I will say before we go to Hudson or Dad that had somebody report that does marketing on their own. She's been with us for a really long time, and she's also been practicing the hybrid approach for quite some time. She reported that she booked a big job from her own marketing. It was the sixth time since that she's sent out to them. No warm responses from them. Got back to them. The first one, I think she said, was in December of 2021. Wow. And they just got back to her a couple days ago, I believe it was. It was this week. And this was, like I said, the 6th time that she sent out to them an update email, just reminding them that she exists and that she's a voiceover talent. And then she booked the job. And then she also booked a job with a recurring client of her own from one that she booked originally in March of this year. So anyway, it was just nice to hear somebody else report that. You've said that many times.
If you haven't had that happen to you, for you, where you send out emails and just go, well, that didn't land, even in their inbox probably. It may have, and they may have actually kept your information waiting for a job that might fit your, style, credentials, whatever. And all of a sudden, boom. And it was a good payday. No doubt about it.
Worth the wait.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, like Dad said, just because you don't get a warm response doesn't mean somebody isn't mentally getting your email and saying, we'll keep you on file. And they do. So lots of emails out there for people.
It's like that saying from, what's that guy's name from Angels in the Outfield? He's also kind of the villain in Christopher
Lloyd. Yeah.
Yep.
Christopher Lloyd.
Yeah.
He in Angels in the Outfield, he says, we're always watching. Mm-hmm. And I say, those emails, they're always out there.
Yeah.
They're just out there. That you just don't know. It's the gift that you think you forget about it, and 6 months later they come back with a warm response. It's like, oh, I forgot about that email even. Or they, even better, like with her, they come back with a job. They don't even say, hey, nice to hear from you, thanks. They just say, we've got a job for you. Whoa. Mm-hmm. Talk about sweet.
Just like Christmas.
Persistence.
Coming early.
Pays off.
Yeah.
Well, and one other quick thing I forgot about, there's another person that has a potential job, and they've actually worked with this person before. And the person that responded and said, perfect timing. We just sent an update email for that person. Yeah. And I don't think that person remembered that he or she had worked with this other person. And
with
so
one of our clients.
Yes.
Yeah.
And so just the fickleness of email marketing and the fact that staying in front of them is important, because
people are busy.
People are busy, and they might not. There's people that might remember you, but there are also people that won't. So the email marketing is important, and staying in front of those warm responses and doing some direct email marketing yourself. So,
all right. Thanks. Good job this week for the Vompers. This week I had some kind of big numbers, but not real high paying jobs, which is just fine. So I had 12 warm responses this week. That's probably the most I've ever had. I am doing the hybrid approach, so I got a couple warm responses from that. So that's always nice. I had 4 auditions, and I haven't heard back about any of them. I had a new client this week, and then I had 2 recurring, and one of those recurring jobs were from the same person that gave me that was a new client this week, if that makes sense. So they were a new client earlier this week, and then he came back and said, "Hey, I got a 15-second script, it's $35, but hey, I'll take it.
Yeah,
$35." So I had 3 jobs, direct email marketing, total of $260, and then I had 1 Upwork job and then 3 Fiverr jobs, and my totals for Upwork and Fiverr combined were $240. Nothing still on voice 1, 2, 3. I'm still going great guns on there, doing my best, not slacking. And then I did 7 hours of editing for Dad for a grand total of $640 this week. Under my
$110 under, huh?
Yeah, under my goal. But last week I had $1,400, so that's not that I'm just I'm okay. But sometimes you have to look back and say, okay, don't be discouraged about that. Plus, I've got 4 auditions out there that.
Yep.
Which is not usually
and lots of emails.
Exactly.
As you said earlier.
And proposals and stuff like that from Upwork. Yeah. So anyway, that's my week, $640.
Good. My week, and by the way, I'm going to give you my figures, and then I'm also going to give you the number of projects because somebody asked for that, and I'll try to remember to give that from now on. So Fiverr, 12 projects, $1,540. Upwork, thanks to my coach, I did 3 jobs. I got 3 jobs. Yep. Remember, if you go back a week or so ago, I was bemoaning the fact that I've been doing a lot of proposals and not getting anything. And you said, be patient. You just got to keep them out there. Sometimes it takes a while. And 3 jobs came in for a total of $252.
Good for you.
Upwork. And then I had 16 direct email marketing jobs for $3,385. My total was below what I'm looking for. I'm looking for $6,000 a week, but it was $5,177. $5,177. And I reached with that goal, with that amount, just an hour ago, 2 hours ago now, I reached the $200,000 mark for the 7th year in a row.
Congrats.
Yeah. So very thankful. I've had a lot of help. I've learned a lot from different people, and I've had a lot of help from family and friends who are employed by me or, have come along to help me. So
congrats.
It's a team effort. It really is. I think that's it.
You keep doing it, and that's what stands out, at least to me.
I'm going to have to hustle for the $300,000 this year, though.
But it's not. It's
It'll be
not
tough.
But it's not the. I made 3 years ago I made $150,000, or 3 years ago I made $200,000. The last 7 years in a row, 200,000, 200,000, 200,000 plus. So that's something to look at, and that's some place that I would like to be. So that's what I'm.
And that's what
nipping
we'd like
at your heels, hopefully.
And we'd like our vompers to continue to. I mean, I didn't have one new client. So there were 16 recurring clients there in one. Imagine getting $3,500 worth of work from recurring clients in 1 week. That's what direct email marketing will do if you stay in it. And like I keep saying now is when people say, how many emails? Lots and lots, more than you can imagine. How much time? Long time, longer than you can imagine. You just have to, it just is a long haul. Everybody says that. Few people stay in there and keep fishing.
Well, I've been doing it for 2 years consistently after my, like we talked about last week. And I would say probably 60% of my income, which this year I'm going to be over $30,000 in voiceover, comes from direct email marketing. And that's been 2 years. That's not maybe what people are hoping it would be, but I'm to the point where it's like, I can't stop now, It'd be stupid for me to stop now. So I just, just keep going, because who knows what it'll if it'll double next year or even if it just goes up by a little bit. Anyway, that's just letting people know that that's where I'm at with my earnings, and that's how long I've been doing it. So anyway, anything else?
I'll just say that, this is the time of year I said last week about people in VOMP to let us know if they're going out on vacations, because it's the kind of the last hurrah for some people have already their kids are already going back to school, but some of them are getting ready around here to go back to school. And so there's last minute vacations. And so that's happening also for video production companies because they're out too. And it's going to be Labor Day, and that's
because they're people too.
Yep, they're people too. And so it might be that it just hang in there this week and maybe next week, as it might be a little bit slower for you. And that's what we're going to do too. So
I think probably the thing is, and this is something that I remember. I'll leave you with this. This is a Hudson tidbit here. Sometimes when I'm going through things, you get, you're sending out emails and stuff like that. And some days you'll wake up and there's just kind of this heaviness. You feel like, is it working, or is just not a lot coming in? And if you can just get through, that week and just say, no, you know what, I'm just going to focus on being happy. And sometimes it's like that feeling is fleeting. So just don't fall into it too much, because it's like this week started out real slow for me, and then all of a sudden on Wednesday 2 jobs right after each other, and I just refused to be down before that, because I could have been after a $1,400 week. Anyway, it's just
what you'll do is when you get down is you'll stop doing the right activities that got you there,
or you'll change your activities.
And then 2 weeks later you say, well, I haven't done any marketing, or I've totally changed things, and you'll be a self-fulfilling prophet is what you'll be.
Yeah, so don't let those feelings dictate how you run your business, because it can be easy to let those happen. Maybe just give it a couple days, because those feelings might change. So anyway, thank you for watching our numbers. If you're interested in more videos like this, or you want to share your numbers, feel free to. We also have Todd's Tips. That was the video before. And we got lots of those. We also have been doing viewer questions for voiceover. Thanks for helping me with that. I had a little mental block there. If you have like a topic you want us to cover, or a question you have for us, feel free. Dad and I will take care of that on the couch. We appreciate all the people that have done that already, because they're fun to take and talk about. So thank you for watching. We'll see you later.